Welcome to Season 2 of the Luck of the Irish Ireland series. Today we are taking on Zimbabwe in a winnable series for us. Obviously, a series that will target a very important itinerary too. Like we've got a good amount of cricket against Ireland. For Ireland, we've got Zimbabwean Test matches as well, which I'm looking forward to. The ODI rankings, would love to see a win here. Performance against Zimbabwe in previous history has seen us draw a last series and so forth. At 20 over history, we did win a series against them at home last time, so a lot on the line. We have picked an interesting squad: Sterling Balbirnie, Tucker Rock, Tector Camphor, Dockrell Singh, Brian Adair. It's where the bowlers is going to be a bit different. Little McCarthy. We've got Josh Manley. Now, Josh Manley, 36 games, 61 wickets, 2 5-wicket bags, average of 21.31. Definitely deserves an opportunity. His bowling form has been really good in the one-day game, so pretty happy with that. Theo Dempsey, of course, you guys saw Theo in the 2 Test match series. We're going to get him into development, and he's looking quite good there for us. So the squad that we're going to go with today is pretty much a team with a bit of experience with it. Sterling Balbirnie going to be opening. We don't really have another opener at the moment. Tucker at 3, Tector at 4 and 5. We've got a very solid 4 and 5, I reckon. Neil Rock at 6 will get an opportunity. McBride, Dockrell, and Singh is just 3 spin options, and then you got Little and Young. If we do get a little bit ahead in the series, Manley and Dempsey will get some games, which is what I want to do. So they've got an interesting team too. They've got some good experience in Irvine, Raza. So they are going to be quite a difficult team for us to sort of knock over. But we want to play some good cricket against Zimbabwe. We've got to be sort of aggressive with the ball up front. Try to get some early breakthroughs if we can. Just need to perform really. So that was a maiden over that first one. It's not a bad over for us. And Josh Little will get Chiraru out. It's a good delivery. Wee bit of swing in, taking out the middle stump. And Little to Wesley Maha. I'll go. I think his first name's Wesley. Wesley Madhavri. Decent cricketer. Good start for Josh Little. It was very quiet last season. 30 for 2 after 10. So aggressive start here for Ireland. And we are just sort of hunting for that third wicket. And we've got the key wicket of Sikandar Raza. That's a good line from Craig Young. He'll pick up the key wicket of the all-rounder. So these two have bowled pretty well so far. We're going to keep the aggression up. If they get a good over, which they have, we'll put the field out. Simi Singh into the attack. Simi Singh will still be hunting some wickets with our aggressive approach. We'll just get some men on the boundary now. So Singh's got something to sort of defend off. That's a good maiden over. Dockrell. I think Dockrell is in his 100th game too. So he's been around the team a long time now. He has deserved to hit that milestone. No, he's 110 games, what I was saying. He's been around the scene. 100 wickets he's looking for. That's what he's sort of hunting for now. Can he pick up his 100th wicket? As Irvine, he will draw the edge at Dockrell's 100th one-day international wickets. And he will pick that up. So we've just bowled him for a couple overs. We're just trying to get through some very good overs of spin now. So we just try to keep Zimbabwe in check. They've got a lot of work to do, Zimbabwe, if they are to get out of this situation. They're just trying to trial them out by spin. 9 for 25 off 6 there for Singh. We'll bring back George Dockrell again. We're going to have to rely on some part-timer spin. Dockrell is much a part-timer today. Bring Curtis Camphor back into the bowling unit here. We're just going to make sure we get a solid set field after this. Trying to trust Camphor with a few overs. Zimbabwe are not getting away on us, which is a good sign. We'll bring Dockrell back for a couple of overs again. It's an interesting poised match at the moment. There's a good partnership. Takodza. Get the wicket for 38 off 60. Key wicket, Madande. And now McBride's bowled out. 2 for 25 for Dockrell. Key Keeping Dockrell going here. 2 overs for 36. Josh Little back into the attack now. We need to sort of get some of these wickets. 1 over before the field can spread out even further. 169 for 5 after 40. 54-75 for Milton Shumba. So he's hung around. He's done a pretty good job here. So at the end of the day, we just need to be pretty clinical and get this man out if we can. Dockrell. He's going to pick up another wicket. Exactly what we want. We just want to keep chipping away at these Zimbabwean batsmen. And we'll get the extra man out in that fence. Bring Craig Young back, who was absolutely exceptional up front. Had to try and rest him a little bit last 10 overs. We need that extra man out. They batted well, Zimbabwe. 230 for 6. They have really done a good job here in terms of turning this round. Donald Triplet, he's sort of been around the scene a while. He can belt the ball around to parts, so Zimbabwe will be happy with this. Ireland will be a wee bit disappointed. We've let them slip away on us a wee bit. Shumba's gone. It's gone for 74 off 92. Mazakaza's gone. Camphor has got a second in this over, so I'll take him 2 for the match. And good. This is exactly what we wanted. We needed to strike a couple of times in this over. And we've managed to do that. 3 for 19 off his 4 overs so far for Curtis Camphor. And we've done a reasonable job. I thought we could have got them out for a lot less, though. So it's a decent chase on store for us. 239 all outs, Zimbabwe. But, yeah, nice start to the season for Curtis Camphor was his best figures there. Be looking for him to sort of get over 1,000 runs with the bat this season. So again, just looking for a solid start. These two are our experienced pair. They've been around the team a long time now. Sterling, 32 years of age. Balbirnie, 32 years of age. They're going to have to be the mainstay of the team for a while. And Nagarava has missed out on a wicket there. So this is a series between two teams that are desperate for a series win. And to start their seasons off pretty well. Got to be the better of the two sides. If we bat the 50, we should win this game. Just as simply as that. I think this is counting towards the World Cup potential. We have to get inside the top 10 if we are to make it there. It is this season, so a lot on it. The 50-run partnership. Lovely shot from Paul Sterling. 53 without loss. Sterling just drills it down the ground. That's another 4. 64 without loss. We're in the 10th. Just gets that past here for 4. It's very one thing I have to say, it's very hard to introduce new players in this save mode. I think Ireland, with the very limited pool we have of players at the moment, we're just got to have as much of our experienced players on the team. If they're out of form, they can come into form pretty easily. It's a dive there, and it's just past the field for 4. 50 for Sterling. Yeah, I'll gradually get people in. Faster 50 against Ireland. Zimbabwe been at the RAF of Sterling so far. Good shot from Balbirnie. Trying to draw out the run, Zimbabwe, and so far it has not been successful. In the 100-run stand between Balbirnie and Sterling, our new opening pair has started off well. Good shots. Playing with the turn, Mazakaza. Not do anything about that. New user record partnership. It's a good shot from Balbirnie. Just works that away for 4, and that's his centuries. 52 off 75 deliveries. All-time record partnership between us and Zimbabwe for this first wicket. And Paul Sterling will be trapped. LBW. So Mazakaza. Good delivery. Sterling's gone for 50 out of 51. Brings Tucker to the crease. Ireland will be looking to just establish another partnership immediately. Run rate is well under control at the moment. Yeah, Tucker's gone for 5. Not what we wanted. Balbirnie and Tector now. This is where Zimbabwe just be looking to dry up the singles. Put some pressure on Ireland. It's a home series for us. We've got to beat Zimbabwe in all 3 facets of the game. This is absolutely important. To start the season off well, this is a series that we would have targeted when we looked at the Season 2 fixtures. We want to beat them in every series. We've got to show that we're a better side. We've got to have people leading from the front here. It's a Tector. Good shot. Sweeps it over the fine leg. That's a good shot. 4 runs. The guy has that short fine leg. It's an interesting one. Beats the diving fielder, and this is a big over for Ireland as we move to 145 for 12-27. 95 runs at 4.1 required. And it's the experience of Balbirnie. Zimbabwe are going to have to get him out pretty quickly if they are any chance of getting into that middle water. He's found the gap there, and that is 4. And that's ended up being a pretty good over for Ireland. Takes any sort of pressure off. 72 runs at 4 and over. And Tector's sort of just missed one there. Nagarava has got the wicket of Tector. It's gone for 23 off 29. Curtis Camphor at the crease now. Second delivery, gets it away for 4. Beautiful shot. Camphor gets that away for 4. Ireland are just getting cramped up a little bit here. 52 runs at 4.7. Balbirnie finds the gap, moves into the 90s. So I think Zimbabwe got quite got enough on the board to really challenge Ireland in this game. So get that away for 4 more. It's a good shot. 96 of 131, Balbirnie. That's the 200 up for Ireland. 203 for 3 after 41. 37 runs at 4.1 and over. Got what we required off the over. That's great. 31 runs at 3.8 and over. 28 runs at 4 and over now. Just want to do this with a few overs spare. Camphor gets that away. And that is a magnificent innings from Balbirnie. Brings up his 10th one-day international 100. And just over 3,000 runs for this game too. So he's been a magnificent form of late. And that has translated there. He's paid for a little bit for Derbyshire and like gets few games for them. It just helps him with his form here. It's been a good performance from Ireland so far. We should take game 1 of the video and we'll be 1-0 up in the series. Camphor is gone. He will depart for 33 or 41. But he has supported the captain quite well. Neil Rock will get that away for 4. Good chance for Neil Rock to get a useful not out. Whips that away for 4. Good shot from Balbirnie. 5 off the over. Well, 5 to go, sorry. And Neil Rock's gone. He's gone for 6. 5 off 21. Oh, they've lost a couple here, Ireland. They got the jitters. Dockrell gets that away. Should be a comfortable enough win. And that'll be it. Ireland will take the honours in this first game. And pretty much 240 for 6. So good performance from Balbirnie. He was well supported from Sterling at the top. Mazzuchelli bowled well for the M4 for 45. But very pleased with the result. Camper 4 for 19, man the match, deservingly so. And now, more importantly, move into that second game. We will look at probably keeping the same team together here. And hopefully they deliver again. So let's see if we can do the same by batting first, getting a score on the board and putting pressure on Zimbabwe by doing it this time, setting the tone up front. Without loss. Need Sterling and Balbirnie. One of them to go big basically most of the time if we are setting a good total. Of course, we've got Tector and Camphor. Well, they're the best two performers last season, and Sterling gets away with a sort of an average looking shot. Balbirnie has been dismissed for 23, brings Tucker in. Tucker needs to get that average up a wee bit. I think Sterling's going to depart as well. I just think he's skied that completely. Yeah, he's miscued it. So, a wee bit of work to do. Tucker's got that slice down to the air, and he will be gone. He's gone for 5. Brings Curtis Camphor to the crease. Tector, 63 for 3. Zimbabwe will be happy with this. This is a series that I'm targeting to win. We need to start winning these series. Simon Tector has departed. He's gone for 16, so it's just a recovery mission now for Ireland. Just get something on the board and try to bowl well. Rock, he's been dismissed as well, LBW, so we're into the bowling part of our team now. And it's been a good good effort to bounce back from the Zimbabwe side. Ireland have really got to work hard to bat even out their 50. 210, 220. It's probably not going to be enough. That's what we'll have to target. Have that on our minds. Both a little bit of aggression. Just a shame. If I'd won this series, we probably would have, on the third game, given our youngsters a bit of a go. Manley and Dempsey. Good shot. Rock's got the back foot. Curtis Camphor. That's gone for 4. Brian doing his best to hang around. Just got to up the strike rate a wee bit. Maneuvered that quite well. Good shot. That's 4. Decent partnership between these two. They've still got to do a ton of work here if they are to get Ireland out of a bit of a tricky situation. All-time record. Oh, he's just got the leading edge there. Good shot from Curtis Camphor. He gets past the fielder. That's 4. That's the maximum. That is, I believe, 50 for Curtis Camphor now. Yeah, 54 of 74 deliveries. He's done a bit of a rescue job in this game. Yeah, McBrien, we didn't really want to lose him there. And now George Strock will come in. He's averaging 19 with the bat now. He just needs to keep getting his average up. He's known as a batting all-rounder these days. He's done a lot of bowling for us in this series so far. Camphor keeps the charge going. .220, .230 could be competitive if you bowl well. And that is a big departing. 63 off 88, 10 fours, 1 6. And Ireland could be struggling to get to 200 here. $183 for 7. It's good shots. At least we bat very deep anyway, just so we can scramble our score to something respectful. Zimbabwe will be favourites in this run chase. Getting a few boundaries to flow off the bat. Dockrell's done a decent enough job. At least the score is over 200, somewhat competitive. 208 for 8. Few overs to bat still. If we can get 4 and over from here, that'll be the key. I don't think we're going to bat out our overs. I think we're going to be well short of that. So Dockrell will be just tasked to try and find the fence just a couple of times. It's gone for we're gone for 214. Not a great looking card actually. Like Brian and Dockrell hung around with Kampfer. But yeah, it looks like it's going to go to that series decider. We're going to have to bowl with a bit of aggression, hunt for those early wickets, and just hope we can put Zimbabwe under a wee bit of pressure early on. So that's a good delivery from Josh Little, and a very good catch from Craig Young. 49 for 1 after 10. We'll bring in Curtis Kampfer. Let's get some men defending here pretty much. The boundaries and stuff. We'll bring in Simi Singh. Yes, just a bit of a average performance at the bat means Zimbabwe can really take their time in this innings, and they are starting to take a foothold in this game. With Irvine 36 or 30, Chararu looking very, very prominent as well. $134 runs at 3.8. Zimbabwe would be happy with how they bounce back in this particular series. Brian gets Irvine out for 65-51. The momentum clearly with Zimbabwe. Curtis Kampfer. Gutted if I lose even one of these series against Zimbabwe, because I think this is winnable for us. Got to demonstrate that we are a wee bit better than these guys now. Chiraru out for 63. A few wickets starting to tumble. Raz is gone. He's gone for 22. Bring Craig Young back. Craig Young been around the team a long time, sort of hasn't had many opportunities over the years. He's been handy. Just can't give up this game without a fight yet. Just not enough on the board. It's going to be a convincing win. 214 for 5. And becomes 215 for 5. Zimbabwe get there in the end. And a performance to forget for Ireland with the bat. We're going to have to be a lot better in this third and deciding game here. So we will bring in probably Mark Adair will come in. We've got one man out of form. Brian. We're going to bring a bit of a debutant. I'm going to gamble. Roll the dice for Manly and just move everyone up. I think we'll open the bowling with Manly too. Give Young first change. Just not any wickets for Simi Singh in those first two games. So effectively he won't get a go. Brian got 1 wicket. Dockrell's done a tidy enough job. Kampfer's doing a good enough job. So we will operate with a debutant in a pressure game. We'll bowl first. This will be interesting to see how he goes. He averages 21 in our domestic competition. Can he fire and get us off to a good start here? Little. Ireland have accumulated some pressure in these first lot of overs, so it's been a reasonable job being done. 29 for 1 after 10. Bring in Mark Adair and Craig Young. 3. Craig Young going to get our 4th seamer in. And this is just a good period of play from Ireland, really. They've done a reasonable job in these first few overs. 42 for 2 after 13. This is the key partnership we have to try and break. I'm going to bring Camphor in. We're going to keep our scene going. Doc will bowl a few overs. He'll be our spinner today. Curtis Camphor just to get in control a wee bit. And Young has got the wicket of Irvine. We've extended Young's spell a wee bit. Try and bust open the game a wee bit. And he's done the job. So Dockrell, he'll just bowl with control now. And we'll just be looking to see him contain as much as he can. Use his experience. 1 over for 7. Not the greatest of overs so far. We're going to bring Manley into the attack again. So he bowled well in his first spell. He's done a reasonable job, and he's got the wicket of Shumba. So, good stuff from Josh Manley. Yeah, 22 years of age. An opportunity given to him. 1 for 24 off his 8 so far. We will try and get through some our part-time option, our 5th bowling option. We're nearly through it. Doing a reasonable job on Zimbabwe here. Dockrell to Raza. Dockrell will get the wicket of Raza. Lovely bowling. So, yeah, the 5th bowling option on 1 for 54 off 10. That's not too bad. We'll bring Josh Little back in. This is not bad from Ireland. Rotating the bowlers around. Madandi gone for 7. This is where we want to capitalise here. Mark Adair back into the attack. 3 overs to an extra man can go out too. And just striking at regular intervals, Ireland. This is good. This is good cricket from us. And Mazakaza, 175 for 8. Got to get them under 200 now. Can we deliver that? We'll go to the last 10. Get the last fielder out. Marketeer's been exceptional today. Trapano gone. And Ireland have bowled Zimbabwe out for 186 in the 3rd one-day international to decide the series. This is an important series to win, obviously, for the World Cup purposes. And Marketeer has bowled exceptionally well, and we're just looking to get off to a good start with their experienced batting lineup. Bowler's done a good job in 2 of the games. That's exactly what I wanted. Oh, Tucker gone. This is Zimbabwe fighting back 14 for 2. Beats the diving fielder there. That could have been 3. So this is simply put, if we bat 50, we win. We lost 3 wickets very early on. Just got to accumulate here. Get ourselves into the game. It's going to be a tight contest, I think. Surface seems to be sort of playing up a little bit. Got to get this partnership going. It's very important for Ireland. Like, I have targeted this series. We've got to win this T20 series and the Test series. These are games that will shape our fortunes in this save. So Tector gets it down the ground. 4 runs. He's got to be responsible here if he can. Just keep the scoreboard ticking over. That's the key. Like, don't let it creep up too much. It's a good shot. This is good from Ireland. 76 for 3 after 20. This is a 21st over. Comfortably at the run rate. Like, we've just got to make sure that we keep wickets. It's a lovely sweep from Camphor. If we're going at 3 runs and over for a while, we will get the total if we do that. It's a good shot. Get it away. Another boundary. Canberra gets that away for 4. It's a bit more composed now. Ireland, Zimbabwe need to find the fire back. Tector, he brings up a very important 50. Ireland will be very happy with how he's performed. Very mature knock. Curtis Canberra starting to get into his groove now. 41 off 65. 6 boundaries, 8 boundaries for Tector in his innings so far. All-time record partnership. Just under shy of 4 and over here. Tector's gone for a pretty dodgy run. He does get the run, however. It's a good shot. Curtis Canberra sweeps away, and that's his half century as well. Wee bit of purchase in the surface for Pesikadze. It's been good bowling from Zimbabwe. They haven't gifted us easy runs. They haven't got enough on the board to really defend. That's the problem that they're facing at the moment. And that's a beautiful shot from Curtis Canberra. The free hit's been dealt to. Again, whisk down the ground. It's been pretty good cricket from these two. This is exactly what we wanted after the very poor start that we had. Our young talent delivering. Tector rocks off the back foot. Great shot. Took that away for 4. Love, good shot from Tector. This is an exhibition of just placing the ball into gats, and 89 of 131 deliveries. It's Tector now, and Curtis Canberra just about got caught there. Thought this was going to be a nervy run chase, just the way we started. But, rest assured, these two have just delivered. 90 for Tector now. He's going to remain not out. This is his highest score. Unless he belts a 6. He's not going to get the strike. And Ireland will win the series. Our first series in the career mode that we've won in Season 2. And an all-time record partnership for Tector and Canberra. Unbeaten. 94 not out for Tector. His 12th 50 in 33 games. Canberra, that career just looks even more better now with that 73 not out. But good performance in the series. We have won a very important series and we're snuck ahead of the West Indies too. I think based on that, we'll have to probably win a game in the next series that we play, one day series to qualify for the World Cup. So our next series is against Zimbabwe in the 20 over international stuff, guys. You'll join us for one of the test matches, probably the first test. So join us for that. Smash the like button, share with a friend. We'll see you next time.